I've always been amazed by baseball players who are people of faith. As a little boy, I got to meet Scott McGregor, and I was just blown away by this deep faith that he had. And later he became a minister. And I kind of thought that was the best of both worlds, baseball player and minister. I mean, how could it really get any better than that? And then I read a biography or two of Christy Mathewson, known as the Christian Gentleman, great Hall of Fame baseball player. And I read a biography of Jackie Robinson and how his faith helped him to endure when he broke the color barrier. But one of the best things I ever read about was a book of the life of Sandy Koufax. And I remember stories of Sandy Koufax as a left-handed pitcher for the Dodgers who had a lot of arm injuries and probably didn't live up to his full potential length of career-wise because of so many injuries. And I knew that Sandy Koufax was a person of Jewish descent. I did not know that he was a practicing, faithful Jewish man until I read this biography. And I have to tell you, I was really impressed by his example. In 1965, the Twins and the Dodgers made the World Series. Koufax was scheduled to pitch the first game and Don Drysdale to pitch the second game. But the first game fell on the holy day of the Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur. And Koufax had said that he would not pitch on Yom Kippur. That was a day sacred to God, that there were 5 prayer services that he attended, and there was an evening festive family meal where he would be found. And he was committed to his faith at a greater level even than being committed to the World Series. It takes guts. And he told his manager, Walter Alston, that he couldn't pitch, and it was respected and understood. And the Dodgers played that day, and they had Don Drysdale pitching, and they lost the game that Koufax was scheduled to pitch. So Koufax came and pitched the next day and lost as well. So the Dodgers were now down 2-0. And Koufax, who because of his principles didn't pitch on the Day of Atonement, held it as a holy day, pitched twice more in the World Series. He won both games. He was masterful. And along with the rest of his Dodgers team, they won the World Series. I have to say that people of faith and mentors and examples come in all shapes and sizes and all backgrounds and experiences. But when it comes to the stand that Sandy Koufax took, I am so greatly impressed. He did not have to do that, but he chose to, because some things matter more than sports, matter more than baseball. Some things are eternal. Think about your priorities today. What matters most to you? Would you have pitched, if you're a Christian, say on Easter Sunday? I don't know. But the older I get, the more I realize that the setting aside of time is just so important. And days like Easter or Yom Kippur or other holy days need to have their due attention. Whether you're pitching for the Dodgers in the World Series or just living out your life in this area that we call home. Be an example that others might follow. And that in following them, they might be found to be persons that others, young people, want to emulate.